are you? Okay, today we shall study The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 1. Now, before I take this from the book, let me introduce to you the characters of this act, the characters whom you will meet in this act. That is, you'll meet the main character around whom the whole play revolves, that is Antonio, his best friend Bassanio, his other friends Lorenzo, Gratiano, Salenio, and Salarino. Also, we do not meet Portia directly in this act scene 1, but then we are introduced about her by Bassanio. So that is the beauty of Shakespearean drama. Before introducing the characters in the play, he introduces them indirectly to us so that we are ready to welcome that character, or we are aware of that person as to who is that person. So here in this scene we are in a street in Venice, and we find Antonio in a very sad mood, and his friends Salenio and Salarino, they try to cheer him up to rise his spirits, but it was all useless because he does not become happy with whatever, however hard they try to cheer him up. He just says that he does not know the reason of his sadness. Then we see that his friends Salenio and Salarino, they try to ask him the reason of his sadness. Is he sad because his ships are on sea, or is he sad because he is in love, or some other reason? But then it's useless asking him anything because he just says, I am such a person, I am sad for no reason, and this is my personality. I myself do not know the reason of my sadness. We also come to know about Antonio that he is a very mysterious person who does not want to disclose his personality. He does not want to disclose the reason of his sadness to anyone. Also, we meet him here as a very rich merchant whose merchandise is sent to different parts of the world. That means we also come to know about his personality, that he is a very shrewd and a very smart businessman who does not invest all his money in one single ship, which we will study here and come to know, because he says that his business does not depend on any one ship. That means he sends his merchandise in different ships and to different parts of the world. So this is about the introduction. Then we meet Bassanio. Bassanio is a person who is very fond of taking loans from Antonio, and you can simply say, you can bluntly believe that he is a shameless person who is in a habit of taking loans and does not, without returning the previous loan, he shamelessly asks for another loan. ही इज़ अ मैन हु इज़ लाइक बिंदास टाइप का कैरेक्टर है. उसको क्या है, उसको शो ऑफ करना है. वो जितना उसका मीन्स है उससे ज़्यादा वो शो करना चाहता है. दैट मीन्स ही वॉन्ट्स टू ड्रेस वेल, ही वॉन्ट्स टू शो हिमसेल्फ एज अ very rich person on the money which is being taken as a loan from usually from Antonio. And when we meet him here in this scene, we see that he is taking another loan from Antonio, because today I mean for this time he is asking for a loan because he has to go to Belmont. Right now we are in Venice, but then very soon we will be going to Belmont to woo a very rich heiress of Belmont whose name is Portia. And she is very beautiful, she is very intelligent, and many suitors from all over the world wish to marry her. And Bassanio is also one of the suitors who wish to marry her, and that is the reason why he wants money, because he wants to prove himself to be a very wealthy person or a wealthy suitor who is no less than any other suitors who wish to marry Portia, who come to meet her from all the corners of the world. We also meet Salenio, Salarino, Gratiano, and Lorenzo in this scene. Salenio and Salarino, in some of the books they are shown as different characters, in some of the books they are one and the same person, no problem. Lorenzo also is one of the friend of Antonio, and Graciano is also his friend. So let us start with the book. Here in the book, you see the opening scene gives the exposition expose करना, show करना किसी चीज को, the situation on which the story is based. The story is based on Antonio. That is what I already told you. The whole story revolves around Antonio. So it exposes, or it shows, or it brings on the front the character of Antonio. We are introduced to Antonio, the merchant, who gives the title to the drama. Yeah. His interest is heightened by showing him in a melancholic mood. Now, the audience or the readers, they are wanting to know the reason of his sadness. So everyone is very curious to know the reason of his sadness, although he himself does not know the reason of his sadness, and he says that I am such a person. Salenio and Salarino, his friends, give various reasons for his sadness and try to bring him out of it. Salenio and Salarino are trying their level best to risen up his spirits, to make him happy, but they are not able to know the reason. Bassanio, the closest friend of Antonio, I have already told you, these people are his friends, but they are not as close to him as Bassanio. So Bassanio, the closest friend of Antonio, asks for a loan from him in order to present himself as an eligible suitor to Portia, a rich heiress of Belmont. Antonio's ships are still at sea. Now Antonio is unable to help him at the moment because he does not have any ready cash with him. All the money that he has been invested in the merchandise which have gone to the different parts of the world. He has no ready cash with him, but he authorizes Bassanio. That means he gives the freedom to Bassanio to use his good name for credit. He tells him, you can go and go to any of the money lenders in Venice and use my credential, use my credit, or use my good name and get a loan from any of the money lenders. So let's start. Scene 1, Venice, a street. बेटा जब भी हम आंसर्स लिखते हैं, यू आर expected to write answers to the point. It's useless writing very lengthy answers, but आपको बहुत स्मार्टली चीज़ को समझना पड़ेगा कि एग्जामिनर हमसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट करता है. तो हमें जब भी क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं, कभी कभी तो उसमें लिखा जाता है लाइक एंटोनियो स्पीक्स दीज लाइन्स एंड देन the questions are asked based on that. Sometimes even the name of the character is not given, so we need to know who spoke these words, or where does this scene take place, or what happened before this, or what happened after that. So you need to be very very thorough with all the characters, with all the places, and with what had happened before this scene, before this particular extract is being asked, or and what happened after that. So questions could be asked that way. So you have to be smart that way. So here we are in a street in Venice, and when the curtain opens, we see Antonio, Salenio and Salarino. Now when we meet them, it's not that they are being introduced to us. We can make out from the way they are talking, and when Antonio talks, we feel that actually they were in a conversation already, and then they have come to the stage. Antonio says, in sooth, I know not why I am so sad. Sooth matlab in reality. He says, in reality or in truth, I do not know the reason of my sadness. It varies me. Somebody gets tired. He says, I am tired of this sadness, of this sad appearance of mine. You say it varies you. And he says to Salenio and Salarino, you say, you are tired of seeing me in such a situation. But how I caught it, found it, or came by it. But he says, I'm really worried from where I picked it up, or from where did I acquire it, or how did I come through it. What stuff it is made of? What is it made up of? This sadness, what is this sadness made up of? Whereof it is born? कहाँ से आया? Where did it? From where have I acquired this? I am to learn. I am yet to know that. I also do not know why I am sad. And such a want wit sadness makes of me. Want wit मतलब intelligence. So want wit मतलब वो बोलता है कि this sadness is making me an absent-minded person, that I have much ado to know myself. Ado, trouble. that I find it very troublesome to know my real self. I also do not know the reason of my sadness. Then we meet the first character here, I mean the second character, that is Salarino. Salarino is talking to Antonio and he says, your mind is tossing on the ocean. I think you are worried or you are anxious because you are worried about your merchandise or the ships which are on the ocean, or you are worried about the safety of your ships. There, where your argosies with portly sail, like Signiers and rich burghers on the flood. You are worried about your richly laden ships which are on the ocean, who are like Signiers and rich burghers. Signiers मतलब कोई बहुत important personality. Burghers also some very important personality. जो तुम्हारी शिप इतनी बड़ी बड़ी शिप्स है, they sail in the ocean as if they are some very well-known personalities or well-known citizens, like Signiers and Burgess on the flood, on the oceans, or or as it were the pigeons of the sea. Pigeons मतलब processions. जैसे कि कोई प्रोसेशन निकलता है, जब कोई प्रोसेशन निकलता है, कोई जुलूस निकलता है, तो सब लोग कहाँ बाहर से साइड में खड़े हो जाते हैं, उसको निकलने देते हैं, सब लोग देखते हैं एंड गिव ए वे टू इट. या कोई बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज़न या कोई इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटी आती है तो सब लोग साइड से खड़े हो जाते हैं उसको निकलने देने के लिए. दे गिव स्पेस टू दैट पर्सन. सो हियर he compares his big ships to these important citizens or the procession. Do overpeer the petty traffickers. Peer means to look. They overlook the small traffickers, small boats. छोटे छोटे जो मर्चेंट्स हैं जिनकी बोट्स में चीज़ें जा रही हैं, वो उनको ऐसे देख के निकल जाती है क्योंकि वो खुद उतनी ऊंची कितनी बड़ी है. That courtesy to them, do them reverence. And out of courtesy, those petty traffickers, here the small merchants, they allow them to go ahead to show them respect, to show them reverence, as they fly by them with their woven wings. Woven wings मतलब canvas, जो canvas होता है ships में, so they fly along with the woven wings with the canvas. Salenio says, believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, if I had such business like you, if I had my ships on high seas, if I were in your place, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad. If I were in your place, physically I would be here, with my body I would be here, but my mental state would be all the time worrying about my business ventures. I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. मैं क्या करता? I would be plucking a blade of grass and throwing it to know the direction, in which direction the wind is blowing. Also to know the intensity, how strong is the breeze. तो मेरी ships को कोई खतरा तो नहीं है, कोई harm तो नहीं होगा. Peering in maps for ports and piers and roads, and all the time I would be busy to know from the map where there is the next port or the piers, that is the harbors, या roads. यानी कि I would be worrying all the time to keep on looking at the maps to know कि हार्बर कितनी दूर है जहाँ पर मेरी शिप पहुँची है वहाँ से, या रोड्स कितनी दूर पर है. हार्बर्स बेटा जहाँ पर शिप्स को खड़ा कर देते हैं ना, जहाँ पर स्टेशन कर सकते हैं शिप्स को, तो कितनी दूरी पे है. आई वुड ऑल द टाइम बी वरीड अबाउट दैट. एंड एवरी ऑब्जेक्ट दैट माइट मेक मी फियर misfortune to my ventures, out of doubt would make me sad. And even a small doubt that could cause misfortune to my richly laden ships would make me sad, says Salerno, if I were in your place. Salerno says, my wind cooling my broth. Broth मतलब सूप. तो मैं अपने सूप को गरम चीज़, जब हम कोई सूप या कुछ भी बोल में रखते हैं तो जो देखते हैं ना किस डायरेक्शन में हवा जा रही है, उसी डायरेक्शन में वो धुआं निकलेगा. सो आई वुड बी कूलिंग माई सूप एंड टू नो द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द विंड एंड टू नो द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द विंड would blow me to an awe when I thought what a harm a wind too great at sea might do. So that would make me worried to know what harm that intensity or the harsh winds blowing would do to my ship. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should हाँ. Then he says, whenever I see the sandy hourglass run, sandy hourglass देखा है, उसमें से रेती या सैंड धीरे 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 दूसरे ग्लास में आती रहती है. So he says, I would not even look at the sandy hourglass because that sand, the moving of the sand would remind me about my ships. But I should think of the shallows or of the floods. That would remind me of the shallows. Shallows जहाँ पर पानी कम होता है, where the water is less in the oceans, and floods जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा रेती है, बहुत ज़्यादा sand है. And see my wealthy Andrew docked in sand. Andrew is the name of the ship. Wealthy क्योंकि उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा goods भरा हुआ है. So I would keep on worrying that my wealthy Andrew, or my big ship which is laden with such a lot of merchandise, has gone deep inside the sand. Wailing her high top lower than her ribs. That means बोट की या शिप की शेप कैसी होती है, आगे से पॉइंटेड, पीछे से पॉइंटेड, साइड में ब्रॉड होती है. सो that has gone deep inside the sand. To kiss her burial, to meet her end, यानी कि मैं बर्बाद हो गया हूँ. That means bringing harm to my business. Continuously I would keep on worrying about that. Should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone? And if I had to go to the church, I would not go inside to pray. I would be worried when I look at the stones कि किसी रॉक से तो नहीं टकरा के मेरी शिप को कोई हार्म हो गया है, that any rock has not caused harm to my ship, and not be think me straight of dangerous rock. I would continuously be thinking कि किसी रॉक से टकरा के तो नहीं मेरी शिप पलट गई है या नुकसान हो गया है. While touching but my gentle vessel side. So किसी भी रॉक से वेसल का साइड, वेसल अगेन इज अ शिप, तो शिप को ठोकर लगने से वो तो नहीं पलट गई है. Who scatter all her spices on the stream. Now एंटोनियो की शिप्स में क्या कैरी करते थे, एक चीज़ है स्पाइसेस, यानी कि मसाले. सारे स्पाइसेस जाके डूब गए होते सी में. एंड रोव द रोरिंग वाटर्स विद माई सिल्क. या दूसरा बिजनेस क्या है, यानी कि वो सिल्क भी भेजता है दूसरे देश में. So that means the silk would be covering the surface of the sea in case it had touched with any of the solid rocks. And in a word, but not even now worth this, and now worth nothing. And in a word, that means within a moment, I am such a rich man, and within seconds I have come to nothing. That means I have lost everything in my business. Shall I have the thought to think on this, and shall I leg the thought that such a thing be chanced would make me sad? And he says all these things would make me sad if I were in your place. But tell not me. I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise, and he says, Antonio, whether you say or you don't say, but I'm sure you are sad because you are worrying about your business. Antonio says, believe me, no. I thank my fortune for that. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted. Bottom is again ship. तो बोलता है believe me, no, that is not the cause of my sadness. I have not kept all my merchandise in one single ship, nor to one place, nor have I sent my all the ships in one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year, and my future also does not depend on the profits of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad. Therefore believe me, it's not my business that makes me sad. Salarino says, why? Then you are in love. Then Salarino is trying to tease him just to make him happy. So he says, okay, then the reason for your sadness could be that means you are sad because you are in love with somebody. And when he says, he says, stop this nonsense. That is not true. I am not in love with anyone, and that is not the reason of my sadness. Salarino says, not in love neither. Now two negatives together. This is how Shakespeare writes his drama. That is his style. He says, okay, so you are not worried about your business. You are not in love. So what is the reason of your sadness? Then let us say you are sad because you are not married. Okay, then let us say you are sad because you are not happy. And it were as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad. And the other way could be you are happy because you are not sad, and that would make you to laugh and jump and be happy. Now by two-headed Janus. Now Janus is a Roman god who has two faces. One face is frowning and sad, long face, angry face. The other side is a cheerful and a happy face. So here he said, now I swear in the name of two-headed Janus, nature hath framed strange fellows in her time. Nature has made strange type of people in her time, some that will evermore peep through their eyes and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper. Some are like, they will laugh so much without any reason, which will bring wrinkles to their face, which will make their eyes to pop out even at very small things like bagpiper going out. They will laugh unnecessarily without a reason कि वो इतना मतलब हंसने वाली बात क्या है. And the other of such vinegar aspect, and the other side of Janus, if you see, he has got such a vinegar aspect. Vinegar कैसा होता है? खट्टा. और vinegar क्या होता है? सिरका, है ना. तो वो कितना खट्टा होता है. तो some people are so sad that जब हम खट्टा खाते हैं तो हमारा फेस कैसा बन जाता है ना, फ्राउनिंग फेस. तो किसी किसी की पर्सनैलिटी ऐसी है, उसके कोई रीज़न नहीं है, स्टिल ही विल शो दैट ही इज़ वेरी सैड लाइक यू. And they will not show their teeth in the way of smile, though Nestor swear the jest be laughable. So, and he will not laugh even if Nestor is an old and wise Greek journal, and if the joke was extremely funny, Nestor would laugh at it. That means इतना wise आदमी था कि अगर नेस्टर हंस रहा है, दैट मीन्स द जोक इज़ रियली फनी. और तुम जैसे लोग हैं, अगर नेस्टर बोलेगा कि जोक जस्ट मतलब जोक इतना फनी है, तभी भी यू विल कीप ऑन शोइंग योर लॉन्ग फेस, यू विल नॉट स्माइल. Selenio says, here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. So now we see Bassanio is coming. तो वो बोलते देखो देखो अभी उसका दोस्त आ रहा है ना. Bassanio is coming, your best friend. Kinsman मतलब your good friend. Gratiano and Lorenzo, very well. So that means Bassanio is coming. Along with Bassanio is coming, we find Gratiano and Lorenzo. So he says, okay, Gratiano and Lorenzo, farewell, goodbye, we are going. We leave you now with better company. Okay, Antonio, now you got a better company, your good friend has come, so it's better we leave. And so Selenio and Salarino depart, and now we see three new characters talking with Antonio, that is Lorenzo, Gratiano and Bassanio. That we will continue in the next video.